Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hoping everyone can hear me. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Standing up today. My bad. I'm off camera. Probably good. That's better that way anyway. So where you want me at? No, you're perfect. I'm a prop, man. So you got. You're perfect, brother. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome to Breathe, Stretch, and Flow. Um, Saturday morning edition. We are out here at Herbert Von King Park. So you're always welcome to join us out here when the weather is good through the month of July and into the first two weekends of August. Matter of fact, let me just put it in your ears now. August 2nd or 3rd, whatever that Saturday is, the first Saturday in August, there's going to be a huge men's health fair out here. We will be partaking in it with our Breathe, Stretch, and Flow practice. They're going to have a 5K run. There's going to be the 5K run. There's going to be activities, fitness activities throughout the whole day. There's going to be competitions, so again, competitions for people. And I think it's going to be specifically men of all ages. And, just to kind of, talk about health and talk about fitness. And so those things will be happening again, first Saturday of August here at Herbert Von King Park. So if you are in town, if you're available, come on out. We'll start our practice. We'll still have our 8:30 to 9:30 practice. And the run, I believe, starts even earlier than that. And then the other activities will just be in the flow of the day. So if you're available again, please try to come out and participate and be a part of it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started for this morning. It's beautiful out here. So let's just take some deep breaths real quick, um, without even moving, just hands at our side, um, palms facing forward. And we're gonna do what we call 4 count breath. So, or 4 part breath. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna inhale for about 5 or so, then we're gonna hold for 5, we're gonna exhale for about 5, and then we're gonna hold on the exhale. All right, so we're gonna just begin to center in on ourselves and begin to bring our energy and our bodies down. So taking a deep inhale in through the nose, holding it, exhaling through the mouth, and hold it. Inhale through the nose and hold. Exhale through the mouth and hold. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhaling through the nose, hold it. Exhale through the mouth and hold it. Inhaling through the nose and hold. Exhale through the mouth and hold. And then release it. All right, so taking our regular breathing pattern. And as we go through the practice, we're going to focus on our shoe breath. So your exhales should be audible exhales, and you're making the sound shh. I know you may not be able to hear the length of my exhale because I know Zoom cuts the sound after a certain for whatever reason, their algorithm cuts the sound, but it's a shoe sound that we're going to be working on. All right, so we're taking deep inhales in through the nose and we're shooing it out. So we're gonna so through our practice, that's what we're gonna work on. And then when we go down to the floor in our last phase, we're going to hum to ourselves. So our last breath is going to be a deep inhales throughout all of the practice, and then the hum. So when we get to that point, our hums are going to be gentle, loving hums into ourselves. All right. So this is the point in time in our practice where we're going to be again loving on ourselves. Okay. All right. So I'll talk you through that when we get to that. So let's begin and start raising our hands up high on our inhale. Exhale, release them. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. And exhale, release. On our next inhale, we're going to shrug shoulders up and back. And release on the back. Inhale up. Release going back. Inhale up. Release going back. Inhale up. Release going back. Let's take our arms out to the side. Gonna rotate the shoulders forward. So inhaling and rotating. Exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's begin to go backwards. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, let's go some deep rotating circles. Inhaling forward. Exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's reverse those circles. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling our hands up again. This time we drop our left hand down and we're gonna bend over to the left side, opening up the side body. As we bend, look up towards your right elbow, opening up the heart, opening up the chest. Release it. Left hand up, inhale in. Release the right hand on our exhale. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, bend over to the right. As we're bending, again, we're looking up towards that left elbow. Come back up. From here, we're gonna take it down all the way on our exhale. Inhale, hands up to the knees. And exhale, fall back down. Inhale back up to the knees. Exhale, take it back down. Or begin to open up your feet. Hands on the ground, bend your knees. And let's slowly begin to bend our knees. We're gonna end up in a squat, but we're gonna take our time getting there. So just loosen up the knee joints a little bit before we take that pretty drastic bend. All right. So if you feel like you're ready, you can begin to, again, open up those feet a little bit, let the toes point out, and then sink your hips down. If you're not ready for that and you need to just stay up and just move from that point, that's fine. All right. So if you're comfortable, you can lift your hands up off the ground, have your elbows towards your knees, and you're kind of using your elbows to push your knees out. If you need to make any foot adjustments, please do so. All right, feet should be on the ground, heels on the ground, toes on the ground. And again, if you open up, it will probably help you get there if you're not there yet. All right, so opening up our hips a little bit just to start off with. Just a few more breaths. Take a deep inhale in, exhale it out. Make sure you're not collapsing your back. So sometimes we have a tendency to do this, looking down. We want to be looking straight ahead. And even we want to open up our chest. All right, so the chest is coming facing forward versus coming down. All right, so we're straightening up that back. And even if you want to look up, you sink the hips a little bit lower. All right, so from there, we're going to bring our hands down to the ground. And we're going to come down into all fours. And from here, we're going to bring our toes together in the back. And we're just going to sit down, sink the hips towards the feet, come onto our forearms, and to this Kemetic child's pose. So it's form of a child's pose. If you want, you can drop your forehead down to the ground. Just taking a quick pause here, just resetting the body and again opening up the back a little bit gently. All right, gonna come back up. From here, we're gonna sit down into our easy seat. So we're gonna come back into our easy seat, nice and comfortable. Alrighty, gonna start our sequence. So we're gonna open up our arms up, take a deep inhale in. And on our exhale, we're gonna rotate to the right. So as we rotate to the right, the left hand comes onto that right knee. Right arm comes in back of us, props us up nice and straight. And we begin to rotate the torso over to the right, right? And then once torso is kind of where it's going to stop, we can now rotate the neck over to the right so that we're looking over that right shoulder. So the main twist that we want is from the torso, not from the neck. So we start off with the torso, make sure we're moving it as wide and as far as it can. And then we use our neck to look over the right shoulder. While you're doing this, make sure that you're not cringing up your knees, right? Let the knees relax down towards the ground as we take our deep inhales in and exhale. Deep inhale in and exhale. So try to keep, even if I don't cue us, please try to keep your inhales going as I'm talking. And our exhale. So we're gonna release that right hand over to the left knee. Take a deep inhale in and then fold over, looking down in front of us, not straight down, but down in front of us. Another deep inhale in and exhale it out. All right, from there, we're gonna release that left hand and bring it to the back. Again, rotate that torso over to the left and then rotate that neck over to the left. So we should be looking over our left shoulder, no strain in any part of the body at this point. Taking a deep inhale in and deep exhale out. So from that point, we want to Do the same thing. Reach that left hand across the body and over to the right knee. Take a deep inhale in and fold over. Another deep inhale in and fold over. So from there, we're going to release that hand down, keeping our legs crossed. And we're going to take both hands up into the air. In the back. All right. And then we're going to rise it up. So from there, we're going to bring both hands back up. Sorry about that. Trying to accommodate one of our in-person students who didn't come with a mat. So on the way to get a mat. And so we're here, cross legs. So we're going to release and open up the right leg. Bring that left foot inside of the right leg. And from there, we're going to rotate the torso over to the right side, right on top of that right leg. Point the toes back at us. And we're going to slowly begin to fold down. So inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to come back up slowly and just switch. Bring our left leg out to the side. Bring that right foot inside of the left knee, left thigh. Rotate the torso over to the left side. Take a deep inhale in. And slowly fold over. Deep inhale in. And slowly fold over some more. One more time, deep inhale in and fold. Actually, one more time, deep inhale in and fold. Alrighty. So from here, we're going to open up that right leg, forming a V. Take a deep inhale in. And let's start by just folding down the middle. So if you can, rest either your palms on the ground, rest your forearms on the ground, whatever works for you. Take a deep inhale in and fold a little deeper. Another deep inhale in and fold a little deeper. Now from that position, we're not going to move. We're just going to walk ourselves over to the right side, framing our foot with our hands, pointing towards, looking at your toes. Again, still we don't want to turn the head down. We want to have the eyes facing forward. So we're looking at our toes, and we're going to take a deep inhale in and fold. Deep inhale in and fold. Let's do it one more time. Deep inhale in and fold. So we're going to take that journey back over to the center, gently, slowly. And then from the center, we're going to walk over to the left leg and frame the left foot with our hands. Again, looking forward at the toes point back at us. Take a deep inhale in and fold. Deep inhale in and fold. Deep inhale in and fold again. From here, we're gonna again slowly, staying nice and low, walk back to the middle. Hopefully, you can feel a little bit looser, feel a little increase in the flexibility from when you first came down. And take a deep inhale in and fold again. Deep inhale in and fold again. Deep inhale in and fold again. All right, coming back up slowly, gently. Let's raise our hands up in the air. And just gonna open up the side body again. So we're gonna bring that left hand down to the ground and lean over to the left side. Again, as we're leaning, we're gonna open up and look towards the right elbow, opening that heart up. Keep your breathing going. Let's kind of release it back up. Both hands back up in the air. Release the right hand down. Take a deep inhale in and fold over to the right side. Again, turn our head towards the left elbow. We're not collapsing and opening that chest up. All right, bring it back down. All right, so from here, we're going to bring the left foot in. Hold on to it. Bring the right foot in front of us. Start our little core series. Little gentle core series. So we're gonna bring our right foot up and then just take it back down. So we're gonna do 5 of those and then we're gonna hold for 5. So up for 1, down, up for 2, and down, up for 3, and down, up for 4, and down, up for 5, and down, and then 5 and holds for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's switch sides, left leg out, hug that right foot in. Nice firm grip on that right leg. Bring it in as close to the chest as comfortable. Extend the left leg, toes pointing back at you. Go up for 1, up and down for 2, up and down for 3, up and down for 4. I don't hear y'all breathing. Up and down for 5, and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, take a deep inhale in and release it. All right, let's continue on with our little light ab workout. So we're gonna extend the arms in back of us, bend the knees, come on to a point where we can kind of balance on our um, hip bones there. Um, and we're gonna open up and extend and lift the right leg up and lift the left leg up. Now we may be fine with this, and that works for us, and this is challenging enough. Or we may want to take the hands and hold on to the knees, right? And this may be good. Or we may just release the knees and be free fall and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it down gently. All right. And then from here, we're going to go slowly, slowly. We're going to take ourselves back down to the mat. And when we get there, So we're gonna have our feet planted on the ground, and we're just gonna lift up our hips off the ground. So slowly lift the hips up so the hips come off the ground, lower back comes off the ground, middle back comes off the ground, and we're now on our shoulders primarily and on our feet. Lift up as high as you can, raise those hips up if you can. Bring the shoulders in underneath you, bring the shoulders in underneath you, and clasp your hands beneath your butt. All right. And use that to kind of lift you up a little bit. So just a little bit more, just countering a little bit of what we just did, strengthen it in the other direction. All right, and let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release everything back down to the ground. Take a deep inhale in and exhale. Deep inhale in and exhale. So we're gonna lift the right leg up and bring it over and bring that foot across over to the left knee. Okay. So our right foot is outside the left knee. We're gonna lift the left leg, keeping it bent, and bring it in towards our body. Now, a couple of things you can do here. You can put both hands on the right leg if that's where you can get to, and just bring that and just pull that right leg into you. If you can reach around the outside of your left leg and grab onto the left knee, so the left knee's up off the ground, then you can use that to bring the left knee into you. And then you can take your right hand and put that on your right ankle and the right elbow onto the right knee to kind of pull that knee back out as you're pulling the left arm back into you. So there's a lot of little things going on right here, right? So what you're trying to do at the end of the day, we're just trying to get some extra space in our hips. So we're pulling in with that left and we're pushing out with the right. Okay. And let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly put everything back down on the ground. Take a deep inhale in and exhale it out. Deep inhale in and exhale it out. So let's go ahead and switch sides. So bring that left leg up. Left left foot goes outside of that right knee. Right. And then we're gonna lift that right knee up and lift that whole right leg up. So again, same thing. We may just be okay with just putting our hands on the right side and just using that to bring that right leg in. Or we maybe to reach around that right side and grab a hold of that right below that right knee and use that knee to bring us in closer. And if we can do that, then we're gonna take that left hand, put the left elbow by the left knee, the hands by the ankle, and we'll use it to push that left knee back out as we're bringing in that right knee. So hopefully you're feeling this in your hip. The left hip should be a little bit on fire. And it's all good for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go ahead and release all of that. Bring it down. All right. So we'll be back down on the ground in a little while, but we're gonna go back up. So you can come up anyway. Actually, let's just roll over to our right side and just brace ourselves as we come back up. And then we're gonna go back into all fours. So we're gonna go ahead and do some more hamstring and hip openers. So from our all fours, we're gonna bring that and hand quad opener. So we're gonna bring that left leg up, and we're gonna make our adjustments so that the left knee is a little bit in back of that left ankle. So for me, I had to move my right knee back a little bit. All right. And from here, we're going to move forward and open up that right quad. And we're going to pay attention to the alignment of our left knee and our left ankle. We want to make sure that knee is right on top of the ankle and not in front of the ankle. All right. So as we're doing that, we're taking that right knee down towards the ground. Let's raise up and just support ourselves. Hands on that left knee and get a little deeper with that stretch on that right quad. Remembering to take your deep breaths in and exhale it out. Deep breath in and exhale it out. From here, we're going to begin to floss out that left hip. So let's begin to open up and stretch. Hands go back down to the ground. We're going to open up that left knee. Let the toes rise up and then bend it back. And then we're going to just floss it out a little bit. Open it up and bend it back. Open it up and bend it back. Next time we go back, we're going to stay. So we'll open it up and we're going to stay. All right. So with the right hip can either stay up, like mine is up right now, or you can bring it down towards the right foot, whichever one feels comfortable for you. But you want to kind of keep the same alignment, the same distance. Like right now, my chest is on my leg. I want to kind of keep that connection. So whichever way you go, try to keep that connection within the chest and the left leg. And let's kind of come back, bring it up. This time we're going to take our left hand, bring it inside of the left knee, and we're going to walk our hands out in front of us. You may get to a point where you can bring the right elbow down and the right forearm down. You may get to a point where you can bring the left forearm down as well. You may want to open up and extend the left foot a little bit by getting onto the edge of the left foot. So you open up a little bit more space and size for yourselves, opening up the hips a little bit more. You may want to come to a point where you're kind of dropping your torso down if you have your forearms down. And again, if you don't have your forearms down, it's okay. You don't have to force it. Okay. It took me months before I could get one forearm down, much less both. All right. So don't stress yourself. All right. And then from there, we're just going to slowly walk ourselves back up into our palms, those who went down to the forearms. And let's just open up that left leg one more time just to get one more hamstring stretch in. All right. And then on our transition back to all fours, we're going to just take the left foot and bring it out to the side a little bit. We're going to come up onto our knees. And we're going to take one more side bend. So left foot is out, left hand goes towards the left knee, left leg as support, right hand comes up and over to the left side. Just taking a deep inhale in and exhale in. Deep inhale in and exhale. All right, we're going to put our hands back down. We're going to swing that left leg out and back of us, extended. We're going to roll back and forth on that ball of the left foot, stretching the calf out a little bit. We're gonna lift that left foot up. Make sure that the quads are pointed down, not turning. All right. And then we're gonna do a spine balance. So if this is your limit, that's fine. If you feel you can, you're gonna put some extra tension on that left arm and you're gonna raise that right hand up. And we're gonna hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring everything down. Now we got the other side. So let's bring that right leg forward. And again, make the adjustment so that the knee is a little bit in back of it. If you need to move the foot up or the left knee back, whichever one. So my right knee now is in back of my ankle so that when I now move forward and sink that left quad down, it's now in front of my ankle. So guess what? I got to make an adjustment and inch that right foot up. Now this is better. So I'm taking that left quad down to the ground. Right knee is directly on top of the right ankle. Not gonna hurt myself while I'm helping myself. And we just breathe in there for a second. All right. So from here, we're gonna come up again. So right hand to the right knee, left hand to that right knee, and get down a little deeper with that left quad. All right, hands back down on the ground. Let's go ahead and open up that left right leg. Begin to straighten it out. Toes come up off the ground and then bend it back again. So we're gonna just force it out a little bit. Toes off the ground. And bend it back again. Toes off the ground. Bend it back again. And this time we're gonna stay back with it extended. And again, that left hip could either stay up or it could come down. Whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm gonna be ended up being kind of like halfway up, halfway down on this left side. Again, I want to kind of maintain that relationship of keeping that chest and that shoulder connected and that leg connected. All right, let's release that. Fold back up. Bend that knee again. This time we're gonna bring again the right hand inside of the right knee, right leg, and begin to walk our hands forward as we kind of bring the torso closer to the ground. If it's comfortable, left forearm can come to the ground. If it's comfortable, the right forearm can come to the ground. And if it's comfortable, you can open up that right foot so that you're on the edge of the right foot, so giving yourself more space inside. And maybe now you could come down even more comfortably. So we're trying to bring the torso down closer to the ground as well. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it out. Deep inhale and exhale it out. Slowly come back up to our palms. We're gonna transition. Actually, oh yeah, we'll just transition. So let's go ahead and open the the right leg out to the side. And let's come up onto our knees, standing up. Right hand goes to the right side, the knee. Left hand comes up over, and we're bending over to the left side. Again, keeping our chest open, looking towards that left elbow. And then release that. Bring the left hand down, bring the right hand down. Swing that left leg back in back of you, foot on the ground. Let's roll back and forth on that foot. Open up the calf muscles a little bit. When you feel comfortable, just go ahead and lift that right leg up. Make sure you keep the quads and down towards the ground. Don't open it up. Keep it pointed straight down. This may be enough, or if you feel like you're okay with this, you may want to extend that left hand forward and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down and bring the right foot down. All righty. Let's just take a reset and let's go back into our child's pose. So we're going to bring our nice and wide, bring our forearms down, sink the hips down towards the feet, and sink the head down to the mat. I said math. Down to the mat. Take a deep inhale in. Chew it out. Deep inhale in. And chew it out. As a mathematician, math is never too far away from me, even in stretching. It's all about alignment, right, and angles, proportions, et cetera, et cetera. All right, so let's slowly come back up into all fours. And now we're going to make our way back to our back again. So just bring those legs up, extend them out in front of us. And then we're going to slowly take ourselves back down to the ground. All righty. So as we begin to slowly, do our last couple of poses, let's bring our legs up off the ground, bring our knees up towards the chest, and hug the chest in, nice and tight. Let's do a couple of rocks left and to the right. All right. One nice firm hug in. Now we're going to extend our arms out to the sides. If you have the space, if you don't have the space, cactus your arms. All right, so we're gonna extend our arms out to the side, and we're just gonna begin to alternately drop our knees to the left, and then bring them over back to the center, and then drop them over to the right. So inhaling in, exhaling out, inhaling in, exhaling out, inhale in, exhale out, inhale in, and exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, and exhale out. Inhale in, and exhale it out. This time we keep it there. So hopefully we're on the left side. Doesn't really matter any side. So we're just there. The main thing is shoulders are on the ground. All right. Hips are over to one side. Knees are over to one side. Gonna take, so for me, my knees over to the left. So I'm taking my left hand and I put it on top of my right knee and try to bring that right knee closer to the left knee. Open up that side body a little bit more. Taking a deep inhale in and exhaling. So we're gonna, from there, gonna release that and come back up. Hug the knees in one more time, nice and deeply, strongly. Hug it into your body. From there, we're gonna take it and slide it over to the right. So left hand is out or it or go posted. The right hand is on the left knee, bringing it now towards the right knee. You can be looking straight up towards your ceiling or to the sky, or you could be looking in the opposite direction of your legs, whichever one you want to choose. And we're breathing, taking a deep inhale in and exhaling it out. Deep inhale in and exhale it out. Alrighty. So we're gonna slowly release the right hand and left knee. Bring everything back towards the center. And we're going to our peak pose, our peak stretch of the morning. Bring your knees in, bring the knees in real nice and tight, close to the body. And we're gonna reach under. So we're gonna release the right hand, take the right hand by the side and take it underneath the right leg and reach over and grab the left ankle. So from there, we're gonna release the legs, the feet, everything down to the ground. And from there, reset, get comfortable, reset your grip if you need to. You can pull in on that left leg, bring it closer to your to your buttocks. Just bring it closer to your body. Now we're gonna raise that right foot up, the right knee up. Take a hold of that right knee with the left hand and bring it over to the left side body. So we're now in our pretzel. So that right foot is on the either on top of the left knee or outside of the left knee. Where it feels comfortable. Both shoulders are on the ground. If they're not, release something so that they are. And take a deep breath in. Shoo it out. Deep breath in and shoo it out. And the way we get out of this is just let everything go. So we let your hands go, let the legs go, relax the feet onto the ground. Reset the body, straighten everything out, lift the legs back up, bring the knees back to the chest, squeeze them in again. Deep inhale in and exhale it out. Next side. So release the left hand. Bring that left hand outside of the left leg, outside of that left quads underneath, and grab a hold of the right ankle. Once you have a nice firm hold, bring everything to the ground. Again, reset your body, pull that right leg closer towards the body. Now lift the left leg, left knee up, grab a hold of the left knee with the right hand, and slowly bring that left knee over to the right side. Keep your breathing going, taking a deep inhale in, exhale it out. Deep inhale in and exhale it out. One more round. Deep inhale in and exhale it out. And to come out of this when you're ready, just release everything. Then bring your feet back onto the ground. Keep your legs bent initially. And then extend your legs out. Hands down by your sides. Just breathe regularly for a second. Release all of that. Straighten the body out. So let's take a deep. So we're gonna switch up our breathing a little bit now. So we take a deep breath in. Let's do an open mouth hum. Deep inhale in. Open mouth hum. Deep inhale in. Open mouth hum. One more deep inhale in. Close mouth hum. Now from here, we're gonna continue with our humming practice. So you're staying down. You're staying down. I'm just coming up so you can hear me. So deep inhale in. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable. You can bring your arms up across your chest and cross them, or over your right there you go, over your stomach, any way that feels comfortable. And we're gonna hum. We're gonna hum. We're gonna get into our humming practice to just really, really bring us down, bring down our stress levels, and do some healing today. So with our humming, we're gonna take a deep inhale in. And you're gonna hum inside to yourselves. So you're humming to yourself in this practice, in this part of the practice, and you're releasing in our hum. So deep inhale in and release it. Deep inhale in and release it. Deep inhale in and release it. Deep inhale in and release. So now deep inhales in, we want to expand that stomach, expand the diaphragm. Deep inhale in. And then exhale, hum. And now we're humming. We should feel it deep pressing down towards our spine. So inhaling in, deep press into the spine. Deep inhale in and deep press. So continue to hum in. I'm just going to talk a little bit, guide us through our humming practice, guide us through a little healing. So this happened to me yesterday as I was in the gym working out a little bit. Thought came to me of my early self and how I needed to reassure that some of the decisions that I made when I was younger were actually as difficult and challenging as they were and have been to hold on through life. They actually worked out for my betterment. And as I'm releasing some of those decisions, I'm coming to a more holistic understanding of them. And so in this last few practices, last few minutes of our practice, as we're continuing our hum, I want you to think back to any decision that you made when you were younger that you can now pour some love into. It might have been a challenging decision, but maybe now comes for a different interpretation of that decision. Maybe now calls for a different understanding of that decision. and now comes for some love around that decision. So as we take another deep inhale and humming into ourselves, we're wrapping ourselves within this energy of security, this energy of healing, this energy of peace, and this energy of love. So we're taking our deep inhale in and humming to that energy of peace, the energy of healing, the energy of compassion for ourselves, the energy of love for ourselves, the energy of wellness. So take another deep inhale in, hum it in. One more time, take a deep inhale in and hum it out. So slowly begin to come on out of it. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your hands, move your wrist. Ooh, I'm in bright yellow. That bumblebee sees me as well. So just slowly, slowly come out of it, giving yourself thanks for the time that you've invested in yourselves, giving yourself time for the peace that you've cultivated this morning that's going to follow you throughout your day, throughout your different activities, taking a deep breath in, letting it go, deep inhale, and let it go. And so slowly want to roll over to whatever side is comfortable for you. Take a pause there. Again, just reflect on your last hour of work, your last hour of life, how you chose to spend it, and the benefits of it for you as it decreases the stress of arteries and veins, as it allows the blood to flow even smoother through your body, as it decreases the stress on your heart to breathe and to move that blood, as it calms your nervous system, as it brings more nitric oxygen to your body. And slowly come up into a easy pose, horse like position as we get ready to close out. So giving thanks for this time that we have to spend together. Those who are with us on YouTube, those who are with us on Zoom, those who are with us in person, who are um, feeling the positive aspects of our practice, which is just a space of peace and relaxation out here in nature, and grass, amongst trees, amongst the energy of, of earth and energy of life. So giving thanks for all that, giving thanks for our ability to breathe this morning, giving thanks for our ability to stretch our bodies this morning. Um, I guess thanks to you all for being here and joining me in this practice. Um, so, so have a peaceful and prosperous day. Thank you again for joining me in this practice. And weather permitting, we will be out here again next week. Um, to do this, and we had a surprise for today, and our surprise is slowly approaching. So I'm gonna keep the recording going. Um, so we have our one of our Kemetic yoga teachers, Actually one of the few comedic yoga teachers here in New York City, here in Brooklyn. Um, Coming in right at the end of our practice. Good morning, brother. Ashe, peace and blessings. Glad you could make it. Um, so we just literally have finished our stretching and breathing practice. So we're nice and limber. I don't know who can stay. I know I'm gonna stay. I don't know who from our YouTube and our Zoom can stay, but y'all are more than welcome to stay for maybe what about a half hour practice if we can. All right. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna move my mat off of center stage so you can take center stage as your spot. All right. All right, there you go. So we got some yoga, some comedic yoga coming up. So uh yoga. Hmm. Uh so you wanna a little surprise for y'all. A little something there. Let's see what we have. So just give us a few seconds while we transition. I have a 10 o'clock call. I'm the person that sends out the message. Got you. I was thinking like 9:30. Right. No, you're good. You're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the session. Because you're doing it regular. Yeah. I get some brothers to come out because we were just talking about it. We'll continue with this next week. Thank you all. Thank you all those who joined. Thank you for coming, and we will continue next week.